countdown.
3, 2, 1. Pick me up before you go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2 of the finals of Agora's Rising number 3, day number 2. Apparently, towers are being destroyed. Hopefully, that display blood goes away here momentarily. I have some excellent news. My colors of the teams are not backwards. Yes, they are. Just kidding. Introducing the teams. Triangle formation took game number 1, a long back-and-forth game that at times was a little bit stale and a little bit boring, to put lightly, but nonetheless, it was tense the entire time, very back and forth. True and True on Twin Blast, Beacon on Grim, Defy on Rampage, Selwonk on Murdoch, and Suki, we like to call him Ritsukai, on the Muriel.
He hates that, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, on Iggy and Scorch, we've got Force, Isu, or Isu, or however we decide to pronounce it, is on Rampage. Undead Pilot is playing the newest hero, Grim. T-Cell back on Muriel, and Thurborn is on Twin Blast. Gooch, game number 1 was back and forth the entire time. It was one small mistake made by BayLife that Triangle Formation capitalized on, and they won. What are we going to see game number 2? What is
I couldn't even begin to tell you, man. I have a feeling it's going to be very similar to game number 1. The drafts are the exact same, so it leads me to believe that they're not going to change it up. It's all going to change in just shot calling and looking at the variables and figuring out what to do. If X equals Z, then we got to do Z as opposed to F, man.
Alphabet, ladies and gentlemen.
E equals MC squared. Apparently, I don't know. Some dude figured that out.
He wasn't very smart from what I've heard.
Nah,
we're going to see a little bit of poke mid-game here, like we've seen every time. This 5-man thing where they just rush the middle, this just started happening this week. We didn't see it 2 weeks ago.
They just want the creep. They just want the card experience. Give me that precious card experience.
I mean, I get that, but it's kind of anticlimactic. It's this thing where it's just like, hey guys, we're on your team, this team, you're on that team. They wave and then they go back. We start to see the normal, I guess, rotation, if you will. White buff camps, and they rotate over, and every time this is what's happened with Triangle Formation.
Yeah.
They clear out this lane over here and they invade the red buff, and they take the red buff away from BayLife. Do we see BayLife get aggressive and try and take this back? No, they said screw it, and they're gonna push down a tower because they're
just tower for tower, man.
Tower for tower at this point.
I mean, if you really want to look at which one is technically better than the other, I would say the left tower, just because, again, that's where you have to turn in the Orb Prime. And they're actually not able to get any damage done to it. Now they should be able to. Yeah, now the push is coming. So in this exchange, it's very slightly in the favor of Triangle Formation, just because the left tower has a little bit more importance than the right one. But ultimately, it's still pretty much a wash at this point. That really isn't going to be any too big. I mean, BayLife still has the next 10 to 15 minutes to open up that left lane to themselves. The Orb Prime's not going to be taken here anytime soon, so not that big of a deal. Now they're going to fall back to the Orb Primes, and yeah, pretty much shaping up to be game number 1 here. This triple ranger composition that Triangle Formation has been running time and time and time again. And the bans were the exact same, by the way. I don't know if we mentioned that, but the bans were the exact same. Steel was banned by BayLife. Decker was banned by Triangle Formation. I think Triangle Formation are going to be perfectly content if this game goes to 45+ minutes.
Why not? You've got 3 of the heroes that do best late game.
Yeah.
When you start getting to that 40-ish, 35-ish, 30-ish card point range. So yeah, extend this game out. Force is he has not had enough with the push. He's continuing to push down this lane up to a tier 2 tower. He's not going to be able to get a tier 2 tower at level 3, but he is going to get a minion wave up here. I watch Caster's Curse, and he does it all by himself.
Hey man,
he's able to get 2 minion waves up here. It would be impressive. 2 minion waves. He's going to back off. He's going to go spend some card points, and we'll probably see a very tanky build out of Force again.
Yep.
It's the common build. I would say out of all of the heroes, I feel like that's the one build we can say, yeah, this is the way he's going to be played. It's probably the best way to play this particular hero right now.
I agree.
So yeah, lane's pushed out. We're going to see lane game phases are starting to form up here, and we're going to wait for that 30 card points, I think, before we start seeing a lot of
Looking at the first 3 cards taken by Defy's Rampage here, he went Health Potion and double Mana Potion. So that means what it leads me to believe one of 2 things. He's either going to be jungling, which the Rampage does fairly effectively, certainly one of the better jungles, or he's going to be roaming. When you pick up that double Mana Potion, you want to use your abilities and make sure you have energy to do them, be a presence on the map, and to keep yourself on the map and keep yourself enough energy to stun, jump, juke, jive. And that's to make sure you have enough energy. So he immediately falls back after getting his next card level. Immediately picks up the, that's the wrong person, picks up the Thorned Greenweave, which is a little bit of armor, a little bit of physical damage. So we'll keep an eye on him. He's level 3. He has the stun, he has the leap, and he has the roar. So he has all the tools available to be an effective roamer early on in the first couple minutes of the match.
Yeah, absolutely. I do want to point out, though, guys, we're playing a MOBA. We're not playing an objective-based shooter like Overwatch, chat. So keep that in mind. We are going to see these guys. T-Cell, Triangle Formation, I'm sorry, BayLife, my colors are backwards. BayLife knows the importance of this tower over here. They want to get this tower killed. The importance of this lane is that prime orb. We see it every game. Oh, yeah. Defies is going in crazy here. Defies wants a kill. I don't think he's going to get it.
He gets it on the third board. The shield is there, though. Counter shield. The early game Muriel. That's so hard to deal with. Beacon, he's got to be careful. He's kind of out in no man's land right now. He's going to get forced out. They're just trying to get some damage done, but right now, with both the Muriel and the Rampage being around, it's going to be very difficult for either one of these teams to do enough damage. But mid lane, under a lot of pressure, is it going to go down? It does.
We saw this last time. Triangle Formation just giving up these tier 1 towers.
Yeah.
We thought it was a mistake. I feel like it is kind of a maybe.
I don't know if that's intentional, but
no,
I thought you were going to say it was intentional. Like, hey guys, let them get the towers.
No, yeah. I don't think it's intentional either. But I mean, just giving up a tier 1 tower, it's not the best play. They were able to.
I mean, yeah, even if you get a kill there, it's not a good challenge.
The importance of the Prime Orb, the importance of not having to deal with a tower and get that orb turned in. Good play by... I'd rather give up a tier 1 mid than give up this tier 1 in the orb prime lane for sure. So it's not a bad play, but it is a tier 1 tower that they lost for nothing.
And it's the mid one, which opens up, takes away a lot of map control, specifically the jungle. The opportunity to invade the jungle for BayLife has just gotten that much more potent than it already was. So level 5 is about to be achieved by most people on the field right now. Wow. Level 7 already for Voas. That's impressive. Isu, you're a pleb. Gotta get yourself level 4 here. So he has been roaming around, and he's got to make sure he gets his levels up, though, because if a team fight breaks out and he's not level 5 and Defy is, that can be a huge difference that will make or break them in an exchange if it is to happen in the next couple minutes. Black buff on Defy. Are they going to try to push down a tower here? Do they pick it up for the... more than likely, they just pick it up for the card experience and anything. If they're able to get any damage done or able to push down a tower, that's just, just icing on the cake. But right now, they've already eaten the delicious cake. I'm so hungry. I'm going to go away from this right now. Where are you going to go after the match? I'm thinking Chipotle.
Chipotle sounds delicious. I'll get a bowl with double meat because I'm an adult and I can do those kind of things. I think that's the reason.
That's the best thing about being an adult is you can go to, like when I was a kid, we would go to like the when Happy Meals were still a thing.
I still get Happy Meals. What are you talking about?
Okay. Oh, Force actually gets caught out, isn't able to back up, and they should be able to collapse on him here. But my favorite thing when I was a kid, I'd literally tell myself is, I can't wait to be an adult and just get like 4 Happy Meals. I haven't done it that. Maybe we will. But Force, he got caught out. That was a good heads-up play by Suki, knowing exactly where he was. He's going to get taken out. So finally, someone punishes this Iggy for split pushing.
You knock it off, Iggy, is what they just told him. And I love that it was Ritsukai. I'm sorry, Suki. He changed his name for us, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, Suki was Ritsuki. Was it Ritsuki last week or 2 weeks ago? He changed his name. He hated we were calling him Ritsukai, so he changed his name to Suki so we would stop messing
Literally
it up.
Because of you and I feel bad. If he just told it, if he was just like, hey guys, my name is this, could you say it right? I'd be like, I'd apologize vehemently and be like, yeah, I will call you Suki from here on out. But instead, he just goes with a little more direct route. And it's future-proof, right? He's not going to have to deal with other casters also calling him the same thing as well. So
just us.
Yeah, just us, man. Just us are going to be calling him that from now on.
Beacon Formation is going to basically take this prime.
Talking about Happy Meals and slaughtering people's names, we're distracted from the fact that, the Ore Prime has been picked up by Beacon. I'm sure they're going to hand that off to Defy here. And again, we talked about the implications early on with that left lane being taken out, though BayLife is able to take out the tier 1 tower of Triangle Formation as well. But that left tower is opened up, so the avenue for them to turn this in is much more open as it would be to if that tower was still up. So what are they going to do with this here? Are they going to do 5-man push? Are they going to try to spread them across the map? We'll see what the play is here. They're just going to heal up and try to make sure they're all topped off to the best of their ability. Level 8 on Force, man. That's just because he's been in a solo lane for so long, getting that solo experience And levels on Iggy, very, very important. Leveling up your turrets, getting your next level of flamethrower and flame belch. So if he hits level 10 anytime soon, that level advantage that he has over his opponent can be very, very significant.
Yeah, very significant. I do want to point out to Arctic real quick, with some respect, that Chick-fil-A is closed today, buddy. So it is Chipotle.
Yeah, get bodied.
This is. I think we're going to see the 5-man push. This is such a huge power spike. We're 10 minutes in. BayLife Triangle Formation is up. Not when it comes to cards, but they do have a slight level advantage, which is not massive. But I think we'll see the 5-man push. They run together when they push this, or try to cap the Orb Prime, but they have to be very, very careful. Force is still pushing down this tier 2 tower. He is with a full minion wave there. Looks
it's
like Muriel
probably going to go down. Like, Muriel can't do anything about this. He's
Right.
probably going to get it, to be perfectly honest.
Suki is going to come back over and he's going to try and defend this. But tier 2 tower over Prime Orb, if they can defend
the
this.
turret actually catches out Suki in travel mode. But, yeah, maybe he'll be able to defend this. I really don't know. Not sure this is the right call, but over at the Orb Prime, they are posturing, positioning themselves to get this down. The GTFO is going to hit Thirdborn. About a third of his HP goes down as the Devastating Blast doesn't line up. They've tried that time and time again. It feels like they can't ever get it right. Undead Pilot. He's got to be careful. He's in a kind of an awkward position. The ultimate has been forced out by Defy. They're going to turn in the Prime card, and they might be able to looking to turn this around. True and Drew's got to be careful. He's just going in there. A lot of damage going down. The Reversal of Fortune is there, though. All the meanwhile, though, don't forget, right lane. He's pushing that in. The Iggy's pushing that in. Thirdborn's doing a lot of damage on a Cell Walk. Cell's going to get speed boosted away. Beacon gets in there. Beacon going man mode. He ate himself some double beat as well, Notch. Chipotle, ladies and gentlemen, take him out. 3 go down for BayLife. Isu might be going down too, but still, they have to retreat. They're going to lose a tier 2 tower. They're going to get kills here, but do they have enough time to defend a push on an inhibitor? I think they're going to be able to get this down. They're going to be able to fall back and defend the inhibitor.
They're definitely going to be able to defend it. I just want to point out, you just said Cellwalk went man mode and then ate double meat. You said that all in one sentence.
I said Beacon ate his double meat because he's so strong. He's got all that protein.
Right. It's all that double meat, ladies and gentlemen. What a guy! These guys are going to easily push down this tier 2 tower. The Prime Orb is so strong. We had 30 seconds.
The power of Chipotle. I'm so hungry. I'm sorry.
Oh my
my
goodness.
casting is like transcending the game and going into like this. I don't even know what to say. We're just gonna ignore whatever happened and
I hope you guys
go
are
back
enjoying
to the
it.
game,
We
man.
did
Yeah,
have
we're trying to make this fun for you guys. We're trying to make this fun and have a good time. That's what we're trying to do, and it's been an absolute pleasure since. Future events, maybe a little bit more professional environment. We'll hold off on the Chipotle references, but today you better believe I'm getting myself some pinto beans.
Force was able to take the tier 2 tower down, but in return, BayLife, our Triangle Formation, was also able to take a tier 2 tower down. So good exchange for both teams. Yes, Triangle Formation got multiple kills there, but BayLife didn't lose an inhibitor.
Yeah.
That's very, very important. 12 minutes in, losing an inhibitor can really harm you late game and give you that 8-minute respawn time, which we don't want to see. It happened to BayLife last game. This time they were able to do what they needed to do. Thank God the tier 2 tower was there. They didn't just give the tier 2 tower.
Yeah.
But right now, Gooch, we're 13 minutes in. We have no clear level advantage. We have a small advantage when it comes to the individual level of each player.
Yeah.
But
OS level 10 already.
level 10, which is so high.
Oh, Isu, good lord. Is he going to go down here? The Devastating Blast misses, forces out the ultimate on top of him, but they're going hard on him. And I think that they can. The second jump is there. True and True pops the ultimate. Not a huge deal. I think he was trying to focus down the wave anyways here. GTFO, it's hit by Voas, so Voas tanked that up. Of course, Iggy has built tanky, so it's good. You want the Iggy or the Rampage to tank that up. Push on the tier 1 tower goes down. Isu doesn't have an ultimate. Take that into account here. Reversal of Fortune on the Rampage. Undead Pilot gets destroyed. You want to ult your Rampage. We're just going to turn on one of your Rangers and take him out. That's exactly what's happening. Here, Thirdborn goes down as well. Triangle Formation are looking so good right here. Beacon gets taken out, though, so they were able to get a little bit of a reprisal kill, but Voas is going to go down for it. And this is more than likely going to be, this is enough room for them to take down the tier 2 tower. But more importantly, they took down the Iggy and Scorch. They don't have to worry about him split pushing. This is a great opportunity for them to take out at least one tower.
Yeah, I mean, they've taken this tier 2 tower down. The orb just left. They just lost the Prime Orb. So they're not going to chunk it, and they're not going to kill it in 2 seconds. It's going to take them 5. They asked for guac. Guac's extra, folks.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm starving. This is a really good play by BayLife there. Like, the push. I'm sorry, Triangle Formation. The push out of that and able to capitalize those kills. They just ate through the carries.
They really did, man. They ate through him like a burrito bowl.
Thirdborn and Undead Pilot didn't stand a chance in that engagement. They got absolutely melted. In favor of Triangle Formation. Triangle Formation is playing so aggressive, so strong this game. BayLife is going to have to play a little bit more defensive here.
Yeah.
They're taking these team engagements. They're for some reason, I don't know why, but Thirdborn and Undead Pilot are going in that front line. They need to stay behind ISU. They need to stay behind their tank, and they need to play a little bit safer. They're not playing very safe right now, and it's costing them those kills very quickly and giving the advantage to Triangle Formation.
The black camp being taken here. Isu's going to be able to pick that up. Again, this is more for the card experience than I think it is like some sort of timing push. Just because I don't really see... I mean, BayLife doesn't have some huge advantage right now. It's where, hey, let's go pick up the black buff and push. Just get that 800 card experience. Be happy campers. And taking a look at the card experience thus far. There now is absolutely a discernible advantage going here. A 2 to 3 card level specifically on your Rangers. It's that 30 card points time period notch we talked about where they have their crit bonus item and the Goran Scepter or the Blade of Agora, respectively. And they also now have got around that 32-36% crit chance. And when you have 3 of those all hitting that timing around the same time, true untrue, he doesn't have. He's not going for that Blade of Agora build. He actually gets that a little bit later on, but still, he's at level 30. And actually, the whole time, Beacon actually gets taken out. When I was here, I am talking about all these wonderful Rangers.
Beacon actually took out Isu.
Beacon actually took out Isu, rather. The color mix-up had me confused. Wow. Isu uncharacteristically gets taken out here, and that's what
T-Cell's
wow.
Gonna get hurt. Oh.
Wow. BayLife, they seem to be scrambling right here, Notch. This is not the BayLife we're used to watching.
No, I mean, compared to BayLife of 2 weeks ago, that T-Cell went into ult and tried to save it, but he just ended up getting caught out. I believe, he used his ultimate and he just got caught out and died there. The amount of damage coming out of these carries right now is absolutely absurd. They're going to have to let this go. We do have a tier 2 tower, though, that's being pushed down by the BayLife's minions. Yeah. So that may be a little bit favorable, but it looks like they're trying to go in here.
Force mistakes have been made. What do you do when your Muriel just came back? You know Reversal of Fortune's not there. I mean, go to a lane and push. Don't just come up here and give yourself away. Triangle formation. I mean, they've been playing well, but more so BayLife are just making so many uncharacteristic mistakes. I don't think I've ever seen them make that play before where they just gotta go in there haphazardly and almost just hand them a kill. And again, it's on the Iggy and Scorch. No Iggy on the map for 30 seconds. They don't have to worry about their lanes getting pushed in and losing towers unnecessarily. They can 5-man death ball this, turn in the prime card, and potentially get an inhibitor, whether it be the mid lane or the left lane. Yeah,
the play by Force there was he was trying to drop that inhibitor or his turret to steal that orb prime, but Defies was able to land a stun and get him caught out. And I mean, what a bad play right there from Force. He's got such an advantage when it comes to his level. I don't know if maybe he thought he was tanky enough to do that, but the play right now being caught out, they've had 3. Yeah. That's 3, 4. Was that 4? No, that was 3 kills.
Yeah.
Just solo kills.
Muriel, Rampage, and Iggy and Scorch.
Yeah, just solo kills. There's no point to die like that. They're not getting any benefit out of that. All you're doing is denying your team card experience or your players card experience when you die like that. And they have to play so defensively now and with aggressively, and as well as Triangle Formation has been playing, this isn't looking good for BayLife at this point.
No, it's definitely not. They're behind card experience. They're more importantly not only card experience, but just they seem to be deflated. They seem to be played very scrambled. I mean, it is late in over in the the country of Europe, but you know, I don't think it's that late. And even then, these guys, I mean, they're probably just hyped up right now on adrenaline, trying to get this going right now. So, but with that being said, BayLife is a veteran team, and they definitely can find themselves play strong enough to get this turned around on. The Isu taking so much damage. Even when Isu has to pop the ultimate, he can't even initiate. He doesn't even have a stone to throw right now. True and true, though, he's went a little bit too far forward. T-Cell gets taken out, though, and no Muriel, no Undead Pilot. Triangle Formation are walking all over BayLife right here. That Prime card is such a huge boost with that triple Ranger composition. This is an inhibitor, at least one inhibitor. Mid lane is kind of pushed in. Obviously, left lane is going to be pushed in. I don't know what BayLife can do right now other than just give these inhibitors up.
All you can do at this point is let him fall. There's nothing they can do. You have 3 people down. You let the inhibitors fall. You pray they don't try to end right now, because with the Orb Prime and the card points these guys have, they could easily end this game.
They're just going for the core. I think they're going to be able to just end the game. Yeah.
And that's what they're going for.
This
right
means
now.
Triangle Formation in a kind of anticlimactic manner are going to be your Agora's Rising 3 champions. They lost to BayLife and Agora's Rising number 2, and they